and Florida. Do you kind of go back and forth between the two then?
And then I make a pit stop here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes, exactly.
I'm on a little triangle. So
At
I was
least
in,
we're
I
drivable,
was in New York for a few days. I'm on my way to Florida tomorrow, and I stopped in Pennsylvania along the way.
We so appreciate it. We really do.
I love being here.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. And your husband Mark is here too.
He's just making sure everything looks good and everything's on display.
The monitors. Anyway, this bracelet is another spectacular one, brand new today. The price goes up at the end of the day, so you want to pay close attention to this. We actually have it in 3 sizes: small, average, large. We have it in 2 of these beautiful colors, the sterling or the yellow gold over sterling, and 300 in total to go around. This one, it's interesting because you've mixed the heart with that beautiful, brilliant cut stone, which I would call an emerald cut stone. So you've got the hearts and the emeralds together in one piece, also larger stones between them. This is one of those bigger, bolder pieces, and it's not $199, it's $179.98. So it saves you about $20 or 5 payments of $36. We're talking 15 to 16 to 17 and 3/4 carats on these bracelets. 15.75, 15 and 3/4 on the small bracelet, 16 and a half carats on the average, and 17 and 3/4 on the large. That's incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I've been, presenting Diamonique for 37 years, and I don't know if I've ever seen a bracelet with that kind of carat weight.
Well, I'm happy that you discussed the numbers because I am numerically challenged, and I need a calculator to do all that. So thank you for mentioning the carat weight. I love a launch, though, don't you?
Oh yeah,
I love a launch.
She means a brand new item.
This is a brand new item today.
Yeah.
First time we're showing it, and for me, I mean, tennis bracelets are a classic, and if you're a Diamonique collector, you probably have a few tennis bracelets, or maybe you have not pulled the trigger and gotten one yet. But this is not an ordinary tennis bracelet, because when you think of a tennis bracelet, you think of just a single line of diamonds, which is terribly chic and classic and timeless. But what I've done, I've taken my most favorite cut stone. As you know, I love the hearts.
Yeah.
I bezel set it so that it is flush to the wrist. And then the next station is a radiant cut, which is just like an emerald. It's a radiant cut that has a little bit of a rectangular shape to it. And I bezel set that as well. It's available in sterling silver with either a 14 karat yellow gold plating over it or a platinum plating over it. And it really does give a little je ne sais quoi, as they say, because it's not just an ordinary tennis bracelet. It is a tennis bracelet that has a designer flair to it. It's something that is not seen or shown all over the place. It's kind of like a new, on-trend, fashion-forward way to wear a tennis bracelet, and you can mix it with your other bracelets.
Right, exactly. You know what it reminds me of? It's like a one-of-a-kind.
Yes.
That somebody had a jeweler make for them, so they're the only ones with it. You're not the only one with it, because this is open to everybody who's watching QVC right now or buying later. But I just want to say, too, this is something that if you have a special occasion, a wedding in the family, where you want to look your absolute best, where you want to stand out in a crowd, where you want a wrist that looks like this.
A sparkly wrist.
Yeah. This is the way to do it. I mean, if you wanted to do this in diamonds, this would probably be $15,000 to $20,000.
Easily.
I mean, seriously, right?
Yes.
You know diamonds, because you do diamonds in your jewelry, in your boutiques, as well as fashion jewelry. The other thing that I wanted to kind of show you here is that this has a 3 locking clasp on it, plus there are stones on the clasp. So I'm going to pop those 2 figure 8s back there. You're going to press down on that little plunger, is what they call it, which isn't the nicest word, but anyway, nevertheless, you slide one side in, you lock that closed. Slide that one over, slide this one over. That is locked 3 times. That's not coming off. But you have all these beautiful rounds, as well as that brilliant emerald cut.
Look at how gorgeous that stone is.
Stunning.
Look at that
Look
radiant
at that.
emerald cut. It looks so real and so brilliant and bright. And I bezel set them just to keep in the mode of this whole collection. And really, it is the type of piece that you could save for a special occasion. But if you wear a wrist, even with maybe your grandchildren made you some beaded bracelet or a little, colorful bracelet, you can mix it in and just make it like an everyday kind of a bracelet.
$36 and it's yours. You can get it home. You can pay for it over the next 4 months after that. And I just want to remind you, the small size is going to fit 6.5 to 7 inches. That's 15 3/4 carats of Diamonique. In the average size, 7 to 7.5, we have 16.5 carats of Diamonique. And in the large size, we have, that's going to be 7.5 to 8 inches. We have 17 3/4 carats of Diamonique on that large size. And you get to choose whether you want it in the yellow gold over sterling or the sterling silver. In the meantime, we have a beautiful necklace that's coming up. This is a curb station necklace.